you will always find a lot of opportunities. 'Di ba? Siguro hindi ako naniniwala na mayroong scarcity o kakulangan ng mga opportunity na nakikita natin sa mundo. Paglabas nyo, dala nyo yung transcript of records nyo, dala nyo yung curriculum vitae nyo, yung letter of intent nyo, ay marami kayong pwedeng applyan. Marami kayong pwedeng tahaking landas. Diba? At marami rin kayong pwedeng maging discouragement. Diba? Kasi mga bata pa eh. Kumbaga, sabi nila, when you are asking for or kumukuha kayo ng valid ID, pero hihingan kayo ng 2 valid IDs. Saan kayo kukuha nun, di ba? Like, di ba? Or kukuha kayo, mag-a-apply kayo ng trabaho, di ba? Mag-a-apply kayo ng trabaho requiring 2 years of experience. Saan kayo kukuha ng experience? Di ba? But, to tell you the truth, they are just putting their preference. It does not necessarily mean that I need your 2 years of experience before you can work here. Before you can work anywhere. Diba? Pero may mas mahalaga doon. Sabi ni Mahatma Gandhi. Sino sa inyo nakakilala kay Mahatma Gandhi? Yung kalbo na nakasalamin. Or hindi si Sir. Okay. Hindi ko naman i-upload to. Okay. So, hindi upload ko ang pala. Shucks. I-edit ko na lang. I-edit ko na lang sa inyo. Okay. Sabi ni Mahatma Gandhi, there are 7 blunders of the world. When we say blunders, these are things na stupidly done. When I say stupidly done, I use the adverb stupidly, ly. Ibig sabihin, unknowingly nagagawa ng tao, or unknowingly or knowingly, conscious siya na ginagawa niya, pero ginagawa niya for his own benefit. Okay? There are 7 blunders of the world according to Mahatma Gandhi. First, you can write it down or you can just, remember it, right? Record. Ayan, minutes. Wealth without work. Wealth without work. Kayamanan, walang paggawa. You can always hear our very own president saying that it is too good to be true having 30% of interest of your investment in just a month. Tama? Too good to be true. You're just waiting for your wealth to come in without you working. Diba? Wealth without work. Ito yung laging tinuturo sa atin. Yung sinabi ni Sir Billy before sa flag ceremony. Napakarami ng walang trabaho. Tama? At in other developed markets, kung papansinin natin, mahirap maghanap ng trabaho kasi nandun yung competition. Diba? Nandun yung cultural barrier. Nandun yung expert blind spots. Diba? So, napakahirap makakuha ng trabaho. So, maswerte yung mga may trabaho na kinakailangan nilang gawin ay pagyamanin yung kanilang pagtatrabaho o yung kanilang experience sa trabaho. Bakit? Kasi wealth without work would always go to what? To a blunder. Diba? Secondly, pleasure without conscience. There is this saying that everything good, everything that makes you feel good is what? Ay mabuti. Is good itself. Kung nararamdaman mong mabuti o nararamdaman mong masarap, good yon. Diba? So does it mean yung mga bagay na tinatago mo under your dirty closet, masarap siya, pero does it mean that mabuti yan? Diba? Lagi natin tatandaan, you can always be kind in some situation, but the real situation will determine whether you are good or bad. Okay? Sabi ni Confucius, to the good, I will be good. To the bad, I will still be good. Why? Because who knows, out of my goodness to them, they will become good. Diba? So yung kabutihan, yan yung innate sa atin. Hindi yan yung pinipilit natin kasi gusto natin magpasikat, gusto natin magpabibo, gusto natin mapansin tayo. Diba? So, pleasure without conscience. We can always seek pleasure na meron tayong pinanghahawakang konsensya. Diba? Yung iba, they find pleasure in other people's downfall. Diba? May term dyan yung German term na binanggit 2 years ago, na yung out of other people's mistakes, you find pleasure on it. So there's no conscience. But if You are having pleasure, yet you have your conscience, you have your principle anchoring with the pleasure that you are having, then it's okay. Third blunder, okay, knowledge without character. Knowledge without character. You'd always hear na nung bata ako, mas ina-admire ko yung mga taong matatalino. Pero habang ako'y tumatanda, mas na-admire ko yung tao mabubuto. Diba? Because knowledge, by the mere knowledge ay walang pakinabang sa tao. Pero yung knowledge na yon, samahan mo ng character, nagkakaroon ng epekto. Yun yung tinatawag na influence. Diba? Hindi basta-basta nakaka-apekto direkta sa tao kung anong alam ko. Diba? Unless meron akong gagawin, nakabutihan gamit yung knowledge na yun. Yun. Therefore, anin natin yung knowledge kung hindi tayo nakikipagkapwa-tao, masama ugali natin, it's nothing. So, the third blunder, knowledge without character. Greatest mistake of life, knowledge without character. Next, number 4 is commerce without morality. Sabi nila, we have already broken down the walls of commerce because of internet. Tama? You know, in this social media age, ano makikita natin? People would make it sound noble na, okay, you need to go travel. Diba? You need to go and have fun for yourself. But did they tell you how? Sinasabi ba nila sa inyo kung paano? Attracted tayo sa mga bagay na nakikita natin sa Facebook, sa Instagram, di ba? Sa Tumblr, or sa Twitter na, wow, ang ganda na nakaka-experience sila ng gano'n. But they never tell us how, kung paano nila nagawa yun. Di ba? Kasi ganun yung internet age natin ngayon. Commerce, the walls of commerce has already been broken down because of internet. Wala nang scarcity of knowledge. Dati, kapag nasa school ka sa Manila, sikat ka, ikaw yung muna pipiliin. Bakit? Kasi sabi nila, quality yung education mo. But now, hindi. Dati, kaya nagiging ganon, kapag nasa Manila ka, maraming resources ng knowledge. Nandun yung mga pinakamalalaking libraries, nandun yung pinakamurang books na pwede mong ma-acquire. But now, wala. Kahit sabihin mo nasa Puerto Princesa ka, nasa probinsya ka, you can always have the knowledge that you need para makipagkompetensya doon sa iba. But, commerce without morality. Yung mga business na walang puso, na walang moralidad. It's something that we should think about. Diba? We know, who knows Pablo Costa, yung sa drugs? Diba? Mayaman siya. Diba? Mayaman siya, but there's no morality in his business. Diba? Therefore, it would be a blunder. It would be a mistake. Nextly ay yung science without humanity. Anin mo yung siyensya, anin mo yung agham, ang walang pakikipagkapwa-tao. Diba? Maraming bagay sa science. You can have it in Google. You can search it out. Na, for example, abortion. Diba? Abortion. I'm not being too conservative on abortion. But do you think it's humane? There's always a thin line between being a person or pagiging tao kaysa sa pagpapakatao. Being a person is far different from being what? Human. Diba? Science without humanity is nothing. Bakit? Kasi tao ang nag-discover ng science. Tao ang nag-evolve ng science. But kung gagamitin mo yung science, just to what? Just to justify something that is not morally right or something that is not humane in nature, that would be a blunder. Hindi siya makatao, hindi siya accepted sa ating mundo. Yan ang isang pagkakamali. Nextly, number 6, worship without sacrifice. We all know that as a Christian country, or in all different religion na meron tayo, or pinaniniwalaan, it could be hard that we worship without sacrifice. Tama? We sacrifice our time, we sacrifice our talent. Kasi kung ating aaralin yung word ng worship, it's something that we are spending most of our time with. Are we worshiping ourselves when we always take selfies or we always put it in Facebook, something like that? Sometimes we sacrifice our own time para doon. Sometimes we worship, siguro ito on a lighter note, we worship things that might be shallow in the eyes of other people. Yet, kumbaga, kung hindi natin pagtutunan ng kasi, for example, sa work, how can we say that work is a form of worship? Diba? Ngayon, sa trabaho, kung hindi ka mag-sacrifice, hindi ka mag-extend ng konting oras, hindi mo palalalimin, hindi ka mag-spend ng mga panahon para palalimin yung kaalaman mo sa trabaho mo, it's nothing. Diba? Work is a form of worship as it what? It benefits us. Worship always benefits the person. But without sacrifice, without us sacrificing, the worship that we are having will be in vain. Mababaliwala. That's why it is very important that when you worship, you always partner it with sacrifice. Number 7. Last na to kay Mahatma Gandhi. Politics without principle. I know that in the past few months, you have witnessed the kinds of politics that we have here in Kalayaan. Tama? But you may observe or may not observe kung kung meron bang prinsipyo o wala yung politika. Diba? Sabi nila, politics is the science and arts of gaining power. Diba? But without principle, it would be what? Dangerous. It would be a blunder. Maraming mga pagkakataon na nagiging pitfall ng politics kapag nagkakaroon ng injustice, unfairness, abuse, at marami pang iba na nakaka-apekto lalong-lalo na sa mga constituents doon sa mga immediate people na naapektuhan ng isang organization. But with all Gandhi's 7 blunders, I would like to add one. Dadagdagan ko isa na itong ulo. Diba? Bis na 7 lang, gagawin ko 8. Can you imagine life without a purpose? Can you imagine walking around or walking through an alley na wala naman kayong pupunta? It's a waste of time, right? Wala. Gagala lang ako, gusto. Siguro ginagawa niyo ito kapag naghihintay. Nagpapatay ng oras kasi tagal naman ng ka-date ko. Dito na ako sa Robinson, 2 o'clock. 4 p.m. pa yung date natin. Siguro mag-iikot-ikot kayo without having a purpose. Diba? Pero in life, you can't walk through the valley of life without what? Without a purpose. That's why I added sa 7 blunders, yung pang-A, life without purpose. Why? Because life without purpose is like you write something on a piece of paper, yung kuris-kuris lang, yung walang dahilan, tapos itatapon mo na yung papel sa basura. That's life without purpose. But life with purpose is making a book of your life and putting it, bind it, and let other people see it. Now, punta tayo sa mga details. Do you know, ito lagi ko nababanggit, that 6 out of 10 Filipino millennials, tayo yun, yan, kasama pa si Ate Person, sa millennials. 6 out of 10 millennials are aspiring for leadership positions. Sino dito sa inyo? Yung 6 na yun, kung sino tayo. Siyempre, nasa sa atin yun. But, compared to developed markets, for example, in US and Europe, they only have 4 out of 10. What does that mean? Filipino millennials, us, are destined to be great. Us, tayo, are destined to change the world. We are destined to what? To catalyze the things that we want to happen. Diba? That's why most of us, hindi ko alam po sa inyo pagka-graduate nyo, pagka-march nyo, alam ko hindi naging madali sa inyo makuha yung diploma nyo. Pero nagawa natin. Diba? But, diba, after you walk down the aisle and you have gotten out your diploma. Ano na? What's next? Diba? Marami sa inyo siguro gusto. Sino dito gusto magnegosyo? That means you are in. Totoo yung survey. Totoo yung study. Diba? Yung iba, sabi nila, may not have found yet kung ano yung gusto nilang gawin sa buhay. Diba? Tama? Diba? Kasi even sa buhay ng maraming successful na tao, they discovered it late in their life. Tell you for example, who knows Tito Tony Meloto? Tony Meloto, the founder of Gawad Kalinga. Gawad Kalinga is the foundation who is creating a community. Yung mga homeless community, they're making houses for them. Si Tito Tony. Si Tito Tony, he found out that his purpose is to give house, make the house a home for people who does not have shelter. He found it out when he was in his mid-30s. Imagine, meron na siyang 3 anak, tapos successful na siya sa mga negosyo niya, and then dumating sa point ng buhay na sabi niya, now that I have everything that I want to accomplish, something is lacking. Maybe it's the purpose. Maybe it's the purpose. Pero ano yung mga bagay na magdidetermine na yun pala yung purpose mo? Yun pala yung purpose mo. Who knows, who can remember X Factor? Diba? It's a reality show. Diba? Pero makikita natin na sa buhay, ang bawat isa sa atin ay merong X factor. But what determines the X factor? Is it the base? Is it the wealth that your family has? Is it what? Is it the family or the life that we have had? Hirap ng buhay ko. Ang hirap. Sobrang hirap. And I'm here. Is that it? Yun ba yung mga ano? Yun yung mga nagiging bahagi lamang para ma-determine yun, yung X factor. Diba? For example, sabi ni Frederick Buechner, sabi niya, your purpose is where the intersection between your deepest passion, okay? Yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin. Yung intersection ng mga bagay na gusto mong gawin and the world's greatest hunger, kung saan nagtatagpo yung gusto mong gawin at yung pangangailangan ng mundo. Kung saan sila nagtatagpo. It's an X. It's an intersection. Maybe, sabi natin, marami sa atin dito mga millennials, mahilig maghugot. Diba? Bakit lagi yung X? Diba? Why need to determine your X? Like, what? WT yan. Where's the fish? Bakit? Sometimes we ask, why? Diba? Sa mga Pilipino na mahilig gumamit ng mga letters, yung mga gulat. Oh! Diba? Oh! Sometimes, E? I? Diba? At yung mga sigurado sa buhay sa C? Diba? Pero bakit X? Bakit X yung hinahanap natin dito sa purpose? Diba? Hindi yung mga X na nanakit sa atin. Pero nagpatibay. Diba? Nagpatibay. Hindi yung mga X na nanloko sa atin. Pero tumulong para tayo maging matalino sa mga pagpili. Pag mga X, natutuwa kayo? Try natin tingnan yung X factor natin. Diba? Alam nyo, minsan sa buhay ng isang kabataan, napakahirap kapag kabi-kabila ang choices na binibigay sa inyo ng mundo. Diba? Kabi-kabila. O, meron dito, mataas ang sahod. Diba? Pero iiwanan mo yung pamilya ko. Okay. O dito, medyo komportable. Pero baka isang anak lang gawin ko, masipag ako mo. Sometimes we find our life very imbalanced. Hindi balance. Diba? But those things would help us out kung ano yung magiging ano natin, purpose. Diba? I don't want to sound like I'm a preacher or a pastor, though I'm frustrated. Sabi sa Jeremiah 29:11, wala sa Bible with you? Ha? Jeremiah 29:11. Yeah. Sabi doon, for I know the plans that I have for you. Plans not, paki-open daw, not to harm you. Diba? And give you a future. Nandyan, pakibasa daw.
For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, say the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an
Unexpected yan. Okay, sa King James ganyan. Pero sa NIV, it's a future. A purpose. Pwede mong basahin yung verse 12.
Then shall fall upon me, and shall go and pray unto me, and the Lord hearken unto me.
When we say hearken, it's something that the Lord will listen kapag binanggit natin yung desires ng puso natin. I would like to share the history of the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah was known to be the crying prophet. Bakit? Kasi nung time niya, yun yung time na ang Israel ay nasakop ng ibang bansa. Diba? So they are so hopeless, they are so devastated because they are being enslaved by other country. But here is what? Here is Jeremiah. There was Jeremiah saying that the Lord is speaking to him that I have plans for you. Plans of what? Of peace and not of evil. And unexpected a future. And mangyayari lamang yun kung ano yun? Kung ikay lalapit sa ating Panginoon ng buong puso at yung lalabas sa iyong puso ay yung pagdidiling. Have we ever thought about our call? Okay? Merong isang pare. Pangalan niya ay, hindi ko malilimutan yung pangalan niya. Father Xavier Albasa. So, dito sa buong Pilipinas, meron lamang 3 TED Fellow. Kung nanonood kayo ng mga TED Talks, diba? Yung mga pupunta sa Harvard, diba? Meron lamang 3 TED Fellow dito sa Pilipinas. Nung araw, siguro 2014, something like that. At isa siya doon. You know, Father Xavier, he was the son of a truck driver. But they managed, the parents managed to have the 2 of their children graduated from Ateneo de Manila University. Sabi nung tatay niya, kapag ka nag-meet yung mga truck driver dun sa mga locker nila, merong mga picture doon ni Pepsi Paloma, merong picture doon ni ng mga sexy stars, Rosana Roses, at kung sino-sino. Pero doon sa locker ng tatay niya, puro gate pass ng Ateneo. Kasi sabi niya, dito na pupunta yung pinaghihirapan. Now, here comes Father Xavier, Masters of Business Administration holder. Sabi niya, pinatawag sila ng, I think, Bank of the Philippine Islands to create its revised mission and philosophy. Okay? So, pinatawag sila lahat ng mga magagaling sa Masters sa Business Administration ay pinatawag just to create the bank's mission and philosophy. So out of their session, they broke out for a recess. Nag-CR siya kasi medyo masama daw yung so pumasok siya ng CR, so ay na siya ay nasa trono, is malamig at focus sa paglabas ng kung ano man, ay naandun din, nagpo-focus siya sa paglabas ng mga kaisipan para ilagay doon sa mission, philosophy ng organization.
Okay.
Only to find out that after he had done everything doon sa cubicle, paglabas niya, nakita niya yung isang accountant na kumuha ng tissue na nakaroll doon sa CR at nag-drawing ng aso. Sabi, sa isip-isip niya, ako, ako, na habang hirap na hirap, nag-iisip, tapos ito pa drawing lang. Yun nasa isip niya. So, biniro niya. Niya, uy, sir, kaya, magaling ko palang mag-drawing. Sabi nung tao, sabi niya, you know, I always dreamed of becoming an artist. But my parents are accountants. My parents are accountants. And I don't want to feel them. See? Sabi nung isang author, walang dahilan para hindi kayo kumita ng mga bagay na dapat kumitain na hindi kayo nagagawa sa panahon ngayon. So we are millennials. We always find ways to satisfy us. Diba? We always find ways to create a living, to earn a living, and at the same time, we do it with all our passion. Diba? So right now, I'm not asking na pagkabagin niyo yung mga sarili niyo. At tanongin niyo mga sarili niyo, ano bang purpose niyo? But I would like to ask yourself that after my hundreds of hours, hundreds ba? 400 hours of spending in the municipality of Kalayaan and listening for 30 minutes or more to the idiots in front of you. What is my purpose? What is my purpose? Diba? What is my purpose? Let's go out of the box. Palawakin natin yung isipin natin. Let's not confine ourselves in the conventional thinking na kapag IT ka, dapat IT lang yung gagawin mo. I'm a graduate of theology. I was expected to become a pastor, but I did not. I don't want to confine myself doon sa kasipan na kapag ikaw ay theologian, magpapastor lang tatahakin mo. Bakit? Sometimes you need to go out of the box. Dahil baka doon sa box na kinapapalooban mo, sobrang dami ng liwanag. Sinasabi kasi, you need to light up the world. Paano kung doon sa box na kinukulungan mo, lahat kayo nagliliwanag? Na instead na kayo ay magliwanag sa labas, kung saan madilim, doon sa loob, nagsisilawan kayo. Diba? You go out of the box to enlighten young people, to enlighten other people ng mga bagay na kinakailangan nilang malaman para sa kanilang buhay. There's no need to rush for you to find your purpose, but you need to be very witty and grateful in finding your purpose. Hindi dahilan na meron kayong pagkakamali in the past, maaari nyo ma-realize para sabihin na wala nang purpose ng buhay. Hindi dahilan na meron akong limitations na hanggang dito lang ako. Hindi rin dahilan na hindi ako summa cum laude, hindi ako cum laude, hindi ako laude or whatsoever. Hindi ako cream of the crop para makipagsabayan sa buhay. Naniniwala ako na in every person, God has imputed to your DNA your purpose. Diba? So right now, in a few days or more, some of you are done with it, done with your OJT. Mag-isip-isip kayo. After which, anong gagawin ko? Sabi nila, there are stages of human development. You came to become a learner. After become a learner, nag-graduate kayo, magtatrabaho kayo, mag-aasawa kayo, diba? I'm grateful kapag nag-asawa kayo, lalo na meron kayo supportive na wife, mapanood niya to. Lalo na kapag nakapang-asawa kayo na magiging katuwang nyo, natutulong para ma-fulfill yung purpose nyo. But, as I said, you need to be witty. Sabi niya, wise as a serpent. Para, kasi sabi nila kapag nag-asawa ka daw, if you want to change the world, there's a saying, do not marry. Why? Because when you marry, you can't even change the channel of your television. Pero hindi ako naniniwala doon. Hindi ako naniniwala doon. If you really want to support each other, di ba? Oh, tay, Wow, laro ng Ginebra ngayon. Panoorin mo. Tay, may laro ang kalokohan. Panoorin mo. Di ba? So, there's always a way to come up with things. Win-win situation. Di ba? But, as I said, you cannot go doon sa mas higher na mga bagay kung hindi nyo alamin kung bakit nyo tinatahan. Maraming tao na, di ba? Kung manonood kayo ng YouTube, si Jokoy, kami niya, a lot of Filipino moms wanted their child to become nurses. Tapos nagtawanan yung crowd. Bakit? Kasi karamihan sila nurses. Sa kanila, nurses. Kasi yung kaisipan dati, when you become a nurse, you go abroad, you make a lot of money, you help your siblings. But now, hindi. Diba? Sometimes meron tayong mga bagay na yung mga purpose na gusto natin gawin sa buhay. Ask me what my purpose is. Yung flag. Hindi makabili ng flag, ah. Yung laging ginagawa natin panunumpa. Diba? Yun yung, kumbaga, it always reminds me of my purpose of being in a government service is not just to have my career, diba? Na-established, but also to give back to the country God has blessed me. Diba? Meron lamang tayo isang bansa na pinigay sa atin ng Panginoon na nagkanlong sa atin, nagprotekta sa atin sa mga bagay na maaaring kumuha ng karapatan natin para mabuhay. Ano gagawin natin? Sasayangin na lang ba natin? Lalong-lalo na sa mga sitwasyon na mag-determine kung ikaw ay maka-Pilipino o maka-politiko. Diba? So that's it. Ito tayo. The purpose that we are eyeing to, the purpose that I am eyeing to. I'm not saying nagayahin nyo, kasi may mga kanya-kanya kayong purpose. Pagtulog nyo sa gabi, sa kabila ng napakahabang araw na nagbigay sa inyo ng stress, kapag alam nyo yung purpose nyo, at yung purpose na yun ay may kalakip na stress, matutulog kayo ng mahuling. At kinabukasan,